Well, hello again. We have another book to read together tonight. It's called Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Pete the cat does not want to go to bed. Let's find out why. Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Whoa, there's a lot of Pete the Cats on that page. Whoa. So he's getting ready for bed. All right, there's Pete. It says Pete and the gang had a great day. They'd been at the beach, surfing, sun, and tons of fun. Ooh, that would be fun to be at the beach surfing. Whoa, there's his friends. That looks like fun. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end, so Pete had an idea. What do you think his idea was? Let's find out. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for more tons of fun. And his friends said, groovy. And then Pete said, Pete's place, let's go. I guess that was his friends talking. So they're planning a sleepover. Think his mom's gonna go for that? The party was far out, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. But they sure look like they're having fun. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. So I guess it's time to go to bed. Probably a good plan. So on went the pajamas and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. So they're all going to sleep. Good night. They're all in their little sleeping bags, aren't they? Pete was just about to catch some Z's, that means to go to sleep, when clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. Who do you think it was? Who would have been clapping? It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Oh, you can't clap and sleep at the same time. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Do you think they did it? They're all in their bags again. Then Pete tried to catch some more Z's, and then he heard a rat-tat-tat. Who did that? Asked Pete. Who do you think made that noise? It was me, said Gus the platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. To jam means to make music. Platypus just wanted to make music. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some Z's when he heard... What do you think he heard next? I don't know. Let's turn the page and find out. He heard a munch, munch, munch. Oh my goodness, who did that? Pete had a hunch. It was Alligator. He was always up for eating. What could Pete do? Pete needed to go to sleep. His friends didn't want to. All the clapping, all the rat-a-tat-tatting, all the munching was giving him the bedtime blues, so he had a groovy idea. Groovy means a good idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. So he's reading a book just like I'm reading a book to you. He's reading it to his friends. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tat-tatting, and no more munching. Phew, Pete thought. About time. I'm tired. They all settled down and no one made a sound. But they're not in their sleeping bags. They're still not sleeping. That's weird. Pete yawned and turned off the light. Good night. Sleep tight. Try to catch some Z's. Now they're in their sleeping bags. See them all tucked in? It's about time. Do you think they go to sleep? Let's find out. Then tomorrow was another day for surfing sun and tons of fun. So they must have gone to sleep because they're dreaming now about what they're going to do tomorrow. So that's something you can do while you lay in bed tonight. You can dream about what you're going to do tomorrow. It's getting nice outside. It's fun to play outside, isn't it? But now it's time to go to bed. Sleep tight. Be good for mom and dad. Go down. And I love you. And see you next time. Good night.